Championship Sunday has arrived for the CRL Fall Championship for 2024. I'm your host, Spotable, and joining me on the desk is the Champ League crew of Bass, Seb, and Taco. Gentlemen, we have come through thick and thin, 4 different opens to now crown our champion at the end of today. As I always say, how does it feel to be here? This is our first semifinal of the day. In Maryville, they scouted Europe to find another super team for their program, where Concord brought in CMOS and Crispy to bring down the house to CRL with Helix for the ultimate vibe. Our first semifinal is set to be a majority European grudge match, and only one team will rise towards greatness. Without further ado, let's get this match started.
Maryville definitely starting to find their chances, especially against the midfield that starting to become contested. Maybe it needs to be a bit more contested, and maybe they need to contest the backboard as well. Helix, he's just picking up goals off of mistakes on defense. Blading, trying to change that up. He's got around one, not around another, and Helix barely flinches and goes for the pass. The shot a little bit high, but had this season is that they take a game or two before they find their form. Can't say the same here. I can at least say that they conceded a goal, though.
CMOS gonna send it downfield as Concord looking comfy, but Maryville slowly gaining some steam. Speed looking for one, gonna play it slow, and it will go through. Maryville have tied the game.
So far, we just got it back and forth here in our final minute, and I think it's because both teams would rather go to an overtime than make a mistake. You can see, oh my gosh! I was going to say you can see it with nobody wanting to...
I spoke with CMOS briefly before the bracket started yesterday, giving him good luck, good wishes, as CMOS looks for the flip reset, can't get it around, and he said, Helix, as he looks to end it all, will be saved. Crispy will get the rebound as we wrap up game 1 for Concord.
I gotta give it to Helix, man. The positioning in which he is putting these touches has been so difficult for anyone on Maryville to read.
In Summer Series, when we did see him, the amount of pop-off potential that he has is extraordinary, but same with Relating, as he'll open things up for Maryville in Game 2.
He's 50s, Relating with a full tank of boost, Speed with a full tank of boost. They're barely flinching at the Concord offense, and that's a problem when you're getting scored on like this on the transition.
Beautiful redirect from Relating, getting the read, and this Speed Relating duo, they have been playing continuously over and over. This one catches Concord out of position, and with it, solidifies a 2-0 lead.
If he wanted to win, it had to be all 3 players firing on all cylinders. Oh my goodness! And Knight's doing that, and he's doing it well!
It's done. The boys have peaked. Maryville have entered the server. Knight, the MVP, is here.
Can I make a controversial take here? I'm gonna be real.
Whoa.
I think.
Whoa.
We'll go back to take in a second. Let's just praise Knight for now. Got some offense brewing. Helix, flip reset, looking for the 50, will not find it. Speed will find the 50, and so will CMOS, and it forces Knight to make a save, and same with Relating. Again, I really do want to see passing plays from this team. We've already seen a couple of them from Maryville. We know how good they can be, but... Oh my goodness! No, I was going to say Concord are pretty good at them as well.
It's one thing if you win, but it's a whole other if you get the style points. Crispy trying to play the midfield, going in for the demo, can't get an opening. Helix stuck in the 1v2. Knight looking for Speed. Helix can't go high enough. Speed can't get the shot on. 2 minutes remaining. Maryville still has the lead.
Already. I was going to say, you know what? Yeah, I'll go back to my statement once again. What are the odds of turning it around if Maryville keeps doing things like this?
This is just vintage Speed. This is what you would see back in like Season 7, Season 8, bringing back the mechs, bringing in...
One thing I will mention to our audience is that, yes, we mentioned it earlier, you know, Concord love to go to 5 or 7 in the series. They've done it in reverse sweeps before. It wouldn't be a reverse sweep here. It would be a tied series if they keep playing like this.
I mean, you mentioned Helix being the star for this team in Concord, and he has shown up. I think it's sort of working out, though, in terms of... this is... Helix, what a save! Getting these breakaways, but the moment they do, they just don't have the tools to work with.
They have a chance here, though. Great jump from Crispy, and a very bad defense from Maryville. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Unfortunately, it's going to punish them. I do want to remind everybody, like we mentioned before, Mr. Calix in the background, the coach from Maryville, is not going to allow them to play the same game twice. And here is why those adjustments make all the difference. Some issues with Maryville as well, so I'm not going to say they're completely invincible. Okay, I was going to say Speed might just be invincible, though, if he keeps hitting touches like that. Good boost steal out at midfield means this transition, while it could be effective. Oh, I was going to say they should be prepared for it. The thing is, Helix is on the backup, and he's got a great 50 and a double commit. They need to leave enough space. Absolutely brilliant play. Must step up as well. The team firing all cohesively, and it has gotten them, I was going to say, some pretty good momentum going into Game 6. I don't know about that anymore.
Off this corner, Speed relating immediately there, and this is where...
How definitive they are with their challenges. They're allowing Concord space in places that they normally would not afford it. Why? Because they're keeping possession of the ball and dusting them when they need to. Maryville, again, keep getting bailed out by these Concord double commits, and Concord cannot afford to keep doing it. Awkward from Knight off the backboard after a bump, but he will survive. But will his team from the rest of this attack? CMOS, pass out center. Knight can only spike into the backboard. Does he have the follow-up? Absolutely. They need to be careful. Like you said, resources lacking. That boomer downfield will give them a chance. And the overcommitment from CMOS. He touches it out center, thinking a teammate will clean it up. The only one there to clean it up is Knight.
Now, for sure and proper, with our Game 7 on Champions Field, Speed having to reach for this one to keep it out. Maryville needs to show up for his team now. If there was any time Champions Field would be it. Knights bumped out of the way. CMOS will be able to open up for Concord.
I'm on their own half against a defense that they don't seem too comfortable in. 80 seconds to go. A chance to break away here, but a double commit that'll probably end their opportunity.
Oh, beautiful CMOS!
And they will get blocked out immediately.
Concord, last minute remaining, playing so incredibly clean. A cross-pitch shot.
Circle, only 10 to play, but no matter how you play it, the results stay the same. Concord are your first finalists, moving on as they defeat Maryville.
The golden road continues for Concord as they overcome their past demons, and with it, our first grand finalist is settled.
Northwood, who has won 6 CRL titles in their 4-year history, are looking for yet another. While West Virginia are on a historic run of their own with their best placement yet. The top 2 in CRL East last fall now meet for their chance to claim the final spot in our last semifinal. It all comes down to this, our last matchup for the grand finals. Gentlemen, take it away.
And as you can see on your board as well, Tool and Angel both rocking the 0-1. Hockey looking so great, giving a pass over to Zanil, makes it 2-0. What a dish.
Ability combined with the strategic knowledge of how to best upset a defense, something Northwood is so good at, but they're not completely perfect. That 50 going to be dealt with so well by Matter. I think West Virginia right now is just trying to get their footing, and from there you can just build from that.
It's so interesting seeing the contrast from our previous series to this one, as Hockey's going to put this one on with a dime. Hockey gives Northwood the 3-1. I'd say in our previous series, we're seeing West Virginia go for a lot more soft hits in the defensive end. They're not immediately just going for clangs. They're trying to play more controlled, trying to play to their peak as Angel slips this one through.
Let's now also not discount Tool, one of the highest demo count players within all of Collegiate Rocket League. But look at this one. He slows down just enough, saying, hey, Creams, I know you're not going to go, but tries to get that pinch, but it will be up and over. Zanil with a 50 straight down. Good reaction by Tool, but job's not done. Has to be able to get it on the sidewall. Matter, pretty much worst competitive result of all time, I think, in their program's history within CRL. And because of that, they're a little bit flimsy, kind of like the defense at the beginning of Forbidden Temple in Game 2. West Virginia with a lead, and who else but Matter?
Although Matter keeps it away, Hockey's going to put one on. That will slip on through.
Northwood, I think, making sure they are not going to throw themselves into every single challenge because they know it could backfire, especially with all these bumps. Speaking of, the mutual bump into the team pinch on target. Tool from an angle. Creams deals with it well. West Virginia still just can't find that breakthrough for number 2. Not even restarting the game here with an overtime kickoff, but we might be ending it here if Angel has his way. Off the post, Matter off the other. Tool, third time is not the charm. Angel takes it again. Gets through the defense. WBU, that is persistence.
The statement is made from WBU. In Hockey, he tries his best. He is a defenseman.
Awkward moment for Tool, potentially trying to thread the needle. Zanil playing his angle well, just close enough to get that one away.
Tool taking a big risk, though, as the transition will come through. Rushing in, just looking to force the issue. force Northwood to keep it, or at least flick it away out of their possession. Zanil gets a second touch. Tool keeps it out. Matter needs to dive in to keep it out of possession of Northwood. An incredibly close affair, having WVU panic just a touch.
I like this one from Angel. Fake to go to the ceiling, goes underneath Hockey, as he will not get that next 50, but Matter actually gets a dish across. He has one more extension of Tool, or so he thought. Instead, it's all the way back down, not even posted in from Creams to double up the lead. It's really hard as well when you see the occasional check into the boards from Hockey, being able to cause some chaos, but that's fine because they recover, and Tool dishes in with a bump as well, off the bar and the post. Matter able to 50 past one, flick past Hockey, not past Zanil. It really is having to beat all three layers of the Northwood defense every time.
It really does, and in this one, this will be able to go through off of Zanil, right from a save, straight to a goal. WVU locked down, holding that midfield pressure so tightly. A shot's gonna come through, and it will go over the head. Creams giving Northwood the 2-0, putting the clamp on. WVU just struggling with the challenges at the moment, just waiting for Northwood to make these shots. But then again, if you leave them an inch, they will take a mile. Zanil with the slot in. And take possession, bounce off the ceiling, tries to play it low, straight into Tool's hands. How fortuitous. Tool makes it a tie game.
For that touch to come in so he could be the first to it. Really well worked, but doesn't mean anything if you can't keep this lead. Zanil straight down to the back post. Creams doesn't even want to dive. Hockey high lob, gonna be waiting in for that flick. It's delayed. Angel gets most of it, but not all, and that might be the difference as Hockey will bump him away. Zanil taking a stroll through the corner for a goal.
Oh, I have to imagine this is so frustrating for WVU. Tool has nothing to work with, and it's just consistent bumps, slowly as possible, as you see your dreams getting ripped away in front of you.
Tap down to Angel, it's not gonna work. It's a high lob. No one on West Virginia has this read, and with that bump, I don't know if they can dig it out of the back.
Angel looking to keep it in play. Tool needs to dive in, is going to go for a controlled approach. That was a lob not in the favor. Zanil will get the flip reset. Northwood will be your second grand finalist.
Will Northwood be the back-to-back CRL champions for their 7th title? Or will Concord win their first season of CRL and prove themselves the ultimate victors? This is the grand final of the CRL Fall Championship, and it is time to crown our champions.
And the one thing that I think everyone has to hold on to is, yes, you see Northwood in a familiar position, but we've said it so many times this season, it's all about subverting expectations. Samas off the post!
And just straight up beat them to the ball, while also being able to play with sort of a backup plan, if you will. It's been impressive, and it's continued to be why Northwood are such a team to contest against. Northwood respond. Apparently not yet. They're already getting pushed back into their own half, and Hockey's getting chased in net. Will make the save, but more pressure coming. Be able to drag it past one player on offense for Concord. Can he get it past everybody, or can CMOS find another? No, Creams the in-and-out save.
See CMOS almost like calculating it as he's approaching. Where do I even put this one? He did not know, but he knows where to put this one. Back of the net, unfortunately, it's too much power. Honestly, if they do get their time, you know they're going to take it. Crispy, he's basically freestyling through a lot of these lobbies. Look at the fake down and the pass. Helix waiting oh so patiently for number 2.
This is the best sign possible. Helix scoring early in the series is what got them through last time. Helix scoring early here has got to feel great as well. The only question at this point is whether or not they can hold on another minute, because while they do have the overwhelming shots, the shots are starting to pile against them. We said it was 11-2 only moments ago.
You don't really ask, you just observe and really just kind of appreciate the spectacle of nothing else. All that pass in the middle, and it doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to subvert the defender's expectations. Zanil off the Hockey pass, delivering game 1 to Northwood.
You can just see it. Samas and Crispy aren't really sure which one of the two of them is supposed to be the one to get the clear. Yes, Crispy could have off the sidewall, but also Samas is center. I mean,
has to bear down because here comes Zanil yet again off the ceiling, looking for another double of the redemption, and even that one is too difficult for the big man.
Across the net, across the pitch for it, and still somehow found not even just a 50, but a clean beat, and he might have found a goal, and he snuck that just a little bit more left. The offense still going, but no shot found as it is cleared back into the blue half.
One to shake your head at for Northwood, and now potentially if Zanil can't get it. I know he was looking for Samas in the middle, but Northwood knew it as well. Really tactical understanding of both teams' strengths on this one as another.
Indeed it was. It's a pop right out to Creams and a 50 from Zanil, and a shot on target? I'm sorry, how did he save his flip?
Keep an eye on the belly of that car with a reset off the 50 and extends it in. I'm thinking, is Hockey going to be able to get onto offense? Northwood knows it, and they're just trying to press their advantage off the ceiling, but down into Helix with a catch, with a flick, lead block. Hockey in the way. It has to stay up, and it will not. Northwood hanging on. They're going to take that lead back in the series. Not only get their saves, but also threaten enough on the counterattacks to be able to force Northwood to actually get out of their half, and make sure you also get the boost in the tank. Helix had nothing and still was able
to slow down the counterattack from Concord. Good demo from Helix, though. Could afford some space. Pass out center, and he will muscle through. Once again, the third man coming to the rescue.
Instead, he tries to stay as central as possible on the ball, not the player. That's what produces a great 50. That's what produces a goal. We'll almost see Samas take notes off of that one and get a second in quick succession.
50 Northwood. But if it works, it works. And apparently for Concord, it's working out. And they're making great saves on defense as well. Really, some of the best players on the planet when it comes to Collegiate Rocket League. They're trying to prove it here with an early goal. A lot of offense being generated, but unfortunately, nothing hitting the back of the net until now. Hockey touch off the backboard, and Zanil will clean it up. Well, chat, strap in. If the last couple of games are anything to indicate, that's the only goal. Okay, I will eat my words immediately. Caster Curse finally showing itself today as we get an equalizer for the first time in what feels like forever.
You didn't even get only out before that goal went in as
Literally.
well, and they're going to pay the price.
Hey, any bubble teams watching, if you're looking for a new third from a player, are you kidding me? Who'll speak for himself? I don't have to sell Helix to professional teams. Who'll do it with plays like this?
Build your resume one clip at a time, Helix. The flip reset double tap with a dunk for good measure. Hitting the campus gym, Concord. Again, Concord thinking 2 steps ahead and might be 2 goals ahead if they're not careful on the Northwood side. A patented counterattack pass attempt, Zanil, but that time.
They do have a decent amount of boost here, or at least I thought. I think they might have used it all on that last attack, meaning Hockey's got to retreat. Cream's the only one back. They're looking for 50s to just clear the lines, and they can barely even find that. A shot not on target, but it should still seal the deal. If not for Hockey and Creams, and Helix with a pre-jump. I'm sorry, where did he come from?
Again, they always look for each other on those open touches, and Northwood has been thrown a little bit. They like to go back, they like to play patient, but there's no patience in these types of series.
If Northwood are not careful, reminder again, Concord just need this win to close the series, and Northwood are looking to fight back. Touch off the backboard, Zanil is there, and the shot is in!
Heroic on defense that has kept this one scoreless for our orange side.
And they'll need to be heroic once more. Double touch off the backboard, and Zima says we're not done yet!
Just because you make the read 100% of the time in free play doesn't mean you can always time it out well in the game. Where Northwood still searching for something. They gotta search for a lot more. What a save from Hockey. Another one on the goal line. Helix, the double, the dunk, the lead.
The third man steps up again. Try again, and eventually Helix will find the opening, the drop down, the dunk, the everything to put a cap on this series.
They don't go out too wide and save up that boost. Creams, high flick, Zanil in the ceiling. That's a great pass. Creams is sitting there for Hockey. At 5 seconds, Northwood refuse to die.
Everybody in this game is saying we're not done yet. Last second heroics on both teams might just send us to yet another overtime. It's given space, it's given a chance, and it's given him a chance at redemption as well. He will make up for his poor pinch and maybe send us on our way. The pinch out I thought was on target.
Both teams having heart-stopping moments on defense where they're not 100% sure where that follow-up is going to go. Creams trying to provide another one. He gets a reset. It's over Crispy with a bump. Samas there just in time.
He's going to be the one to extend this series. He's been playing so fluidly, but Zanil would like to also get his team there. Hockey would like the shot and will find it denied by Crispy again. The last second heroics on defense come to the aid of everybody on Concord. All they need, though, is one good opportunity in overtime. It doesn't matter how many chances you get as long as you score the one that counts. Could it be here? Touch off the backboard, up high. Helix and Samas both commit. Crispy's awkward. Can anybody get the shot? Here it is. It's off target. The follow denied, and Northwood leave their best chance at the table.
The crossbar, always the worst defender to have to deal with. It's so impenetrable if the accuracy is not good. Crispy, does he have the speed? Concord are your full 2024 champs.
They dethroned the Kings. They proved Northwood. You said you were going to end it all. You said you would come back and not even take a loss. Guess what? 2 boys from EU and 1 from West Virginia had other opinions. Concord take the championship in a 3-minute overtime to end the series.